Good day, everyone. In our previous session, we have seen how to set up Python working environment, precisely IDLE, that is Integrated Development and Learning Environment. So, and I believe by now each and every one of us having computer system at his or her own disposal can be able to install Python and get their IDLE ready. So with this, today we are going to look, or we are going to write first our first programming languages or in Python, and also to see the mistake that we usually make in Python programming language, also looking at the mistakes, what mistake is called in programming languages, what are those categories of errors or mistakes in programming language, precisely Python programming language. If you're ready, let's begin. Now, as we have our Python installed and we see how we can be able to open our Python development and learning environment from our start menu and from the folder, we can be able to continue. Let's quickly recap what we have done so far. We said we can be able to type 1 plus 1, and if it give us 2, we can type 3 times 5, it can give us 15, and so on and so forth. So now in Python, how are you going to read what we call, there is what we call string, there is what we call numbers. Numbers is just these numbers that I usually type 1 to 0. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we have 9 and 0. Then the string is the combination of the character and then the letters. So how are you going to print a string in Python? This is believe you me, Python is very simple compared to C or C++, where for you to be able to run your first program, you need to first of all include your ISO stream, and then you import your main method, you just do a lot of things. But here, for you to write your first program, that's to say hello world, the only thing you'll be able to do is just you type your print. As you type the print, and you open your bracket by just shift and close by shift, open and close bracket. You have again double quote, then you write hello, this is my first Python program. So with this, you can be able to hit your enter key, and that's all. You see what you're having. Hello, this is my first Python program. Please, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share our videos, comment on the comment section. If you have anything you want us to clear for you, just do so. Don't forget to comment. As this session continues, believe you me, at the end of these sessions, you will be a Python Pro. So this is the first Python program we have written so far in Python. We have what we call a function, and this function is a code that performs some tasks, and this can be invoked by name. And looking at the code we have written, we have written above, and this code invoked, or we call it print. That's what we call print function. So it's the functions we use for printing in Python, and what it usually does, it only does printing a string called hello, this is my first Python programming. And also we need to note that the IDLE highlights part of your code in different colors. As you can see in the screen, we have the function being highlighted in purple or pink, the string is being highlighted in yellow or in green, and then the output is being highlighted in blue, as you can see here. So by default, the functions are highlighted just as I mentioned above. So this is the interactive window. We use it to execute a single line of code at a time, which is very useful for trying out a small code example, what we have just explored there. And alternatively, you can just save this code in a text file, and then execute all of the code in the file in order to run the entire program. So all you need to do is just to go to your file. You have your file, you now click on save or save as if you have already saved it before. Maybe you say hello.py. That's the extension of Python. And where are you saving this? You are saving it under what? Under Python 12. Let's try to get this directory. For the beginners, you see if we can be able to locate this under what? Under users, user app, local program, and then this Python. So let's quickly save on this first. So I've now been able to save a Python Python file. So now it's for you to now rework or reuse this. So now that we have been able to create a file or our first program in Python, and we have saved it using hello.py, so we can go back to our Python IDLE, and this is it. So we can enter this. So we decide to go to file, go to open. This is because sometimes if you go to the existing file, it will not open so easily. So you can now double click it to open. You press your F5 to now execute this very program. So as you can see, it restarted this very program located under this very directory, and the printout is hello. This is my first Python program. So this is how you can go about saving it and then running your Python program. You can close that window and then you come to this place and start working again. And so for this purpose, we are going to look at what we call messing things up. So in Python, what you need to do and what you don't need to do. So it's like every one of us, we usually make mistakes, especially while programming. So for the professional programmers, they know how difficult for one to debug a very simple comma or exclamation mark. So in case you haven't made any mistake yet, let's get ahead to start and mess something up. And we just make some mistake on purpose or purposely to see what is going to happen. So, and I want you to remember that the mistake in programming language is called an error. So, and this error in Python, we are going to categorize it into two, and we will experience them as syntax error and then runtime error. That's those one that we can make mistake just the way while we are coding, and this one that we will make mistake during execution. So we are going to see how the syntax error work, and also we are going to see how the runtime error works. So for instance, now we know if we want to print, let's assume I type print, open and close brackets. I will now open my quotation mark. I will not close it. I will type hello Bamanga. So if I run this very code, it will not run. You see, syntax error. It is telling you that undetermined string literal that's detected at line 1. So this means that if you have line 1 to 100, it can be able to be depicting errors or detecting errors line by line and quoting the line number. So it's only left for you to go back and fix that very error. So we can go back to this place and now fix our error. So it cannot be fixed. We now come here. We now fix it. So you see, now it's successfully executed. So you can as well be able to try and see how your own is going to look like. Try to make any error at your disposal and see how it works. And so this code, like it won't run as we have already seen it, and it will play like an alert following what we have as EOL. So we have what we call as EOL, that's expected output layer, while it's scanning our string. So there are also two main terms in this message that may be unfamiliar. One, we have a string literal in the text which is enclosed in a quotation mark, like the one we are having hello Bamanga. So this is a string literal which is usually enclosed within a double quote. So we also have EOL, which is end of line. Yeah, the EOL is end of line, though earlier I said expected output layer. I was thinking I'm on machine learning, please. So sorry for this mix up. So EOL in this very beginning class is end of line. So it's now telling you which line the error is or was. So, and let's look at the runtime error. On the runtime error, our IDLE catches syntax error before the program starts running, right? That's what we experience. So in contrast to runtime error, which is only occur while program is running. So in order to generate error, we remove both the quote marks in our first Python program that we have saved. So to see what is going to happen. So here we already have something copied already. So we are going to go back and then remove this very program and run. So you see, you are having what? A traceback. So most recent callers file like is quoting the shell line 1 in module print hello. So the name arrow name hello, that is quoting the hello, is not defined. So it's like it's just totally confused that you did not even define what this hello means. So you see now the impact of the what? Of the lateral string that we have been talking on. So the last line of the trackback tells you the name, that the arrow and the arrow message. So in this case, what we are having as what? As the file name, which is not, though it's supposed to be that our hello py, but because we are working on an existing file, that is why we are having as our PyShell 2. So the second line shows that the code produce an error, and the third line tells you the name of the file and the line number. So this is what it usually does. And please save this very exercise that we have done with you. Let's look at these two exercises. Write down these exercises on a paper, try them, write a program that the IDE will run because it has a syntax error. So try as much as possible to create an error within your program. So, and also write a program that crashes only while it's running because it has a runtime error. So please try these two very exercises. Then we come back for the next class, and we are going to look at how we can deal with variables, and that's where our program begins. Thank you.